As some of you may know, I'll be getting the Xbox One X when it comes out November 7th, 2017. What you may not know is what I'm most excited to play on it. With the major upgrade in resolutions, frame rates, load times, stability, and the PC quality textures and visuals that we'll be receiving, there are so many great games to choose from. So I thought I'd throw up a video describing my 5 most anticipated games that I want to play on the Xbox One X. So I'll start it off at number 5 with one of the scariest game franchises that I've ever had the displeasure of playing, The Evil Within 2. I picked up The Evil Within on Xbox a couple years ago, and right away I realized what I had done. The game flat out terrified me and made my skin crawl with fear and disgust for 75% of the journey. Toward the end of the game, you kind of evolve alongside your character and decide, no, you know what, enough is enough. I'm the badass here and I'm going to take control. But up until that point, you're basically scared for your life, and I know that multiple times I got chills running up and down my entire body while I was playing the game. I was so happy when I finally finished the game that I immediately uninstalled it from my Xbox and never touched it again. I still haven't played it since that day. All that being said, I can't wait to play The Evil Within 2 on Xbox One X. The thought of fighting those abominations in 4K or even near 4K has me on edge already, and I just can't wait until I'm able to play it once I get the console. The Evil Within 2 is out now, but I'll be waiting to play it on the X for a truly terrifying experience. I guess I better get some kind of plastic sheeting for my chair so I don't end up, ruining it by the end of the game. At number 4, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now I gotta be honest, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be getting this game about a month ago, but the beta came out, I gave it a try, I played it quite a bit, and it completely changed my mind. I'm a huge Star Wars fan and I love everything about Star Wars, but when the original Battlefront reboot came out in 2015, I was immediately put off by it. The lack of single-player content and the lack of game modes drove me to just pass it up completely. However, I did pick it up about a year or so later when I saw it on sale for $5. I figured I couldn't pass that up. I love Star Wars so much, it's worth $5 just to go ahead and give it a shot. Now I played it a bit and had a lot of fun, but I still wasn't really convinced that I was going to get Battlefront 2. I had to see what they were going to give us. But seeing that Battlefront 2 had a single-player story, and it looks like it's going to have a ton of content, I immediately got hyped for the game. And after playing the multiplayer beta, I realized I had to have it, and the additional clarity and visuals that the X will bring has me very excited to play this game for a long time. Even with all the negative press recently surrounding the loot boxes and the progression system, I still have to say I've got a good feeling about this one. Personally, I don't think the loot boxes are going to be that big of a deal. DICE and EA have already responded. They're responding to the player feedback, and it looks like they're going to be changing the way that the loot boxes are working. They're changing the way that the progression system works, so it's not completely tied to randomized loot boxes for your progression of each class that you play. Being able to run around as a stormtrooper or slash my way through said stormtroopers with a variety of heroes has me very excited for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it is due out on November 17th, 2017. Coming in at number 3 is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or as kids like to call it, PUBG. Now I love the high intensity moments of the culling and the decisions that you have to make when you're going through a match that can literally be the difference between life and death, between winning and losing. Well, PUBG has that in spades, and it's going to be a huge hit on Xbox when it comes out later this fall. As a console peasant, I have yet to get my hands on the game, but I've seen enough of it to know it's right up my alley. You can play the game multiple ways. You can decide to play super aggressive and go for as many kills as possible, get in on the action as soon as you can, or you can play the long game and try to go for the win by looting, running, swimming, and surviving. Either way, you're going to have one hell of a shot, and you're going to have a strategy. This is the type of competitive game that's going to draw a lot of attention because of the high intensity moments that happen throughout the game. With new maps on the horizon and constant updates to make the game even better, I'm sure PUBG will take a lot of my attention when it comes out and make some memorable moments along the way. They just recently announced that it will be coming to Xbox Game Preview December 12th, 2017, and there will be a 4K patch soon after that for the Xbox One X. Now number 2 may be a surprise given the first 3 games mentioned on this list, but it was one of my favorite small developer games that I've ever played, and the sequel looks to even be more fun and more impressive. And that of course is State of Decay 2. I'm a huge fan of survival horror, and I just love this genre in general. I bought State of Decay, the definitive edition, for Xbox One a couple years back, and honestly didn't know what to expect. I really liked the idea of permadeath, as it put a pretty strong emphasis on survival and decision making. I enjoyed the base building, the party and inventory management system, and just the thought of trying to lead my own group through a zombie apocalypse. State of Decay 2 looks to pick up where the first game left off while making many significant improvements as well. The game will be huge and offer a great amount of variety. The co-op elements are also interesting, as you can use one of your characters to join a friend's game, but knowing that if you die in their game, your character is dead in your game as well. And so it's definitely going to give us some intense moments, and I'm sure a lot of arguments going back and forth if something goes wrong. The game is going to look gorgeous on the Xbox One X, and I can't wait to play it a ton, and really get invested in the world and story. State of Decay 2 is set to release in spring of 2018, but I'll happily wait as long as it takes if there is some kind of delay, given there's not a real apocalypse between now and then, that is. Before revealing my most anticipated game, I thought I'd share the honorable mentions for this list. I can't decide if I'm more excited for the new games coming out or the new games that have recently come out that I haven't played, or if I'm more excited for the old games that I already own that are getting Xbox One X enhancements. Games like Halo 5, Gears of War 4, The Witcher 3, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, and the list goes on and on. Currently, I believe there are over 150 Xbox One X enhanced games on the list, including new and old games. Being able to go back and play through some of these campaigns that I've already played, or in The Witcher 3, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2's case, play these games for the very first time in the best clarity possible on console anywhere, that's going to be really exciting for me, and I just can't wait to put all these games to the test and see what they actually look like as the developers actually intended the first go around. The original Xbox One could not do these games justice, but the X is just going to take it to a whole nother level, and I can't wait. Finally, we've gotten to my most anticipated game that I would like to play on the Xbox One X. At number 1, we have Metro Exodus. While watching E3 2017, I was eagerly awaiting more information on the new console, but more importantly, I wanted to see the games. I was really interested to see what the games were going to be and what they would look like. The presentation started, and after Forza 7, which looked impressive but not really my type of game, I was watching some gameplay that looked incredible. The environment, the setting, and the visuals blew me away, and I had to know what this game was. When it got to the end of the trailer, I saw Metro Exodus pop up on the screen, and I didn't know what to think. I wasn't familiar with the game, I hadn't heard about it before, but I needed to know more. I had seen some ads and content on the previous Metro games, and while they looked nice, I never really gave them a shot, but from what I saw at E3, I knew I had to adjust my view and try it. During the Xbox Summer Sale, I found the Metro Redux bundle for $7, 2 games, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, for $7. So I bought it, and I played through Metro 2033 recently. I read online to experience the true nature of the game and feel the intensity and immersion I needed to play it on survival mode. So that's what I did, and I do not regret it at all. If you do want to play these games, if you go back to them and play them, I'll recommend the same thing and play it on survival mode. Just puts another level of intensity. I can remember at the very end of the game, I had about a minute left on my gas mask, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish the game or not, but I was able to finish it just before I ran out of breath. The game was great, and it really drew you into the setting and environment, and that's what I hope that Exodus is going to do the same. I mean, just look at this gameplay. I'll be playing Metro Last Light before Exodus comes out, and I can't wait to see what Exodus is going to be like. It looks truly amazing, and I know that trailer is not 100% reflective of what we'll see in the game when it comes out, but if it can even come close to what we saw at E3, it will challenge for Game of the Year and will no doubt be one of the top games when it comes out in late 2018. The Xbox One X is going to change the way people look at consoles. Its flexibility is already showing benefits as developers are able to enhance previous versions of Xbox One games in a matter of days and add content and details to games still yet to release. The differences are going to really show, and I can't wait to get my hands on all the 4K glory that's coming my way in the next year or so. Now, this list of games are definitely not the only games that I'm excited for. There are many more, but I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this list, and if you have any others that you are really excited for. Remember to hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, and maybe hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But until next time, thanks for watching. My name's Boris. Have a good day.